So you're thinking of moving to Chicago, Illinois? Let's go. In this video, we are going to show you the good and the bad of Chicago, Illinois. We will talk you through some facts and stats so you can see what may fit with your lifestyle. And you're going to want to stick around until the very end because the last con is something that nobody really wants to talk about. But we are sharing it with you right now. If you're new to this channel and you want to know everything about living in Chicago, Illinois, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Chicago, Illinois. My name is Pauline Mellon with Fulton Realty. We get texts, calls, and emails every day from people just like you looking for help and making their move to Chicago, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, shoot us a text, give us a call, and send us an email. All of the information is in the description below so we can help you make a smooth move to Chicago, Illinois. Number one is economy. As the famous saying goes, money makes the world go round. Let's start with economy. Illinois is an economic powerhouse. Illinois has the fifth largest GDP in the US. It is only one of the most diversified economies in the world. Chicago is second financial hub in the nation after New York. And I would describe Chicago as a more comfortable and affordable version of New York. Chicago is a great place to start a career, and there are many wonderful companies in all sizes in downtown. Illinois is a major hub for farming, manufacturing, publishing, and becoming one of the most competitive tech hubs in the country. Chicago has become a hotspot for startups with more than 378 startups founded in the past 5 years. And there's more than 6,000 tech hubs just in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago also boasts the highest percentage of women-owned startups in the world, with 34% of startups being owned by women. Number two, the cost of living. Like most major cities, the cost of living in Chicago is higher than the national average. But when compared to New York and LA, it is easily the most affordable option. Number three, people. People are so accommodating and genuinely nice. I feel that Chicagoans are genuinely kind and down to earth, and that is not common in large cities. People are always willing to offer help and share their tips on navigating life here in the Windy City. Number four, transportation. This city is the most important passenger and freight transport hub in the country, with the largest number of air departures and the most rail traffic in the nation. Chicago has an excellent urban and suburban transportation network with an assortment of rail and bus services. Number five, amenities. Chicago is undoubtedly a cultural icon. We have lots of things to enjoy no matter what the season is, from museums, sports, and the world's greatest restaurants. Chicagoland has some of the best higher education in the country, and quality education is available at all levels in most neighborhoods. Weather. Winters in Chicago are rough. Whenever that bone-chilling wind hits, I automatically question myself why I live here. But then again, the sole reason why housing prices are reasonable compared to New York City and LA is because most people cannot commit to living in Chicago during winter. September, June, and August are the most pleasant months in Chicago. July is the hottest month, which ranks it as cooler than most places in Illinois. The most pleasant months of the year for Chicago are June, September, and August. First freeze is mid-October and last is late April. January and December are the least comfortable months. January is the snowiest month, and here in Chicago, 6 months out of the year, we get significant snowfall. I'd like to add that winter gets easier to manage after a year or two. We all learn ways to cope and layer better, be it with thermal long johns or a flight away to the south. I strongly recommend getting a light therapy lamp for a seasonal affective disorder. It did wonders to my energy level and overall outlook. Because Chicago is blessed with plenty of snow each year, you will find that street parking is limited, thanks to an overall lack of driveway space. And when residents clear out an area, then some feel like they have a right to continue using that spot indefinitely. And that is how the DIBS system gets its start. If you support this idea, then you're entitled to the public space to clean out. If you mark it properly, you will find lawn chairs, tables, and numerous other personal items blocking parking spot in such a way. It can be fun from an outside perspective, but not necessarily so if someone calls the spot in front of your home. Traffic. Chicago has only 7 mainline and 4 auxiliary highways that can run through the city. Driving on Dan Ryan or the Kennedy at rush hour can put you in the standstill traffic for a considerable amount of time. You will need to plan an extra hour or two when traveling to a specific destination in the city because it can take time to navigate the side streets when the highways are clogged. Traffic just becomes part of your daily routine when living in Chicago. And like many big cities, trips can take 2 to 3 times longer during rush hour. While Chicago has excellent, extensive public transportation, most people still cannot imagine ditching their cars. So the average commute time is 34.6 minutes, 12 minutes longer than the national average, which is 26.4 minutes. And although having a vehicle in Chicago can be an asset, it can also become a liability very quickly if you live or work somewhere that requires paid parking. And trying to find a spot can seem almost impossible. In the best case scenario, you're going to need to become a parallel parking master to fit into the tight spots that are sometimes available. That's why more residents, especially in downtown area, use Ubers or taxis because it's so reliable and convenient. Backbone of Chicago are the well-defined neighborhoods that make up the entire metropolis. Each offers its own set of cultures, attractions, and personality to enjoy. Most residents settle into these areas and stay loyal to the specific segment where they live. On the north side, you will find an eclectic atmosphere that ranges from jazz to boutiques to baseball. Living on the west side will expose you to the city's Mexican culture. The downtown area is where all the top attractions happen to be, while the south side features museums and monuments. Limited access to nature. Chicago doesn't offer much by way of outdoor recreation. It is also incredibly flat. Lake Michigan can provide some relief to those who love a good beach, but what you will not find available to you when living here are mountains or the ocean. You're a good 2 to 3 days drive away from experiencing either option. And if you like having these natural elements around, then you will find yourself sorely disappointed. The tallest point in the state of Illinois is called Charles Mount, which is 1235 feet above sea level and about 11 miles northeast of the small town of Galena. Chicago, while it is so unique because it offers a small town feel while still providing a lot of the benefits of a modern metropolis. People here love their neighborhoods and will welcome you with open arms if you're willing to contribute and support the local culture. It is one of the few cities where you can legitimately say that there is something for everyone. Other than that, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. We love living in Chicago. And with that being said, check out my upcoming videos about the neighborhoods and the cost of living, and you'll find more information. And if you're ready to move, give us a call, shoot us a text, and send me an email, and I will be happy to make that smooth move.